Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft is being refueled and smoking is strictly prohibited. You may use your mobile phones and tablets. However, laptops, large electronic devices, cigarette lighters, matches, or other flammable products must not be used. For your safety, you should leave your seatbelt unfastened. Thank you.
Cabin crew, all passengers on board.
Cabin crew, doors closed. Ladies and gentlemen, please give your attention to the safety video which will now be shown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard SQ939 to Singapore. We are pleased to be carrying passengers of our Star Alliance and codeshare partners. All electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode. Please approach our cabin crew if you require assistance. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your captain. My name is Andy Tam. On behalf of my crew, I'd like to welcome you on board SQ939. It's bound for Singapore. Assisting in the flight deck, there are two other pilots. They are First Officer Brian Yong and Second Officer Adeline Tan. In the cabin, in charge of cabin safety and your comfort, we have in-flight manager, Mr. Ivan Neo, and together a set of cabin crew will try our very best to make this an enjoyable flight. Our flight time today is 2 hours and 10 minutes. The weather on road is expected to be partially cloudy along our flight path. May get a bit bumpy from time to time. For your safety, please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened while seated. We are departing shortly. If you wish to follow the progress of the flight, it's available on the flight path channel or the in-flight entertainment system. And with that, I wish you a pleasant flight. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this flight with us on Singapore Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to the safety video which will now be shown.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. If you're in business class, pull the shoulder strap to fasten your seat belt. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose, and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. Please note that the oxygen mask on this aircraft does not come with a bag. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat. Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. If you're in business class, assume the brace position by lowering your head and placing your hands on your lap. In an emergency evacuation, floor-level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit. Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind. To put on your life vest, remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
Stay connected with in-flight Wi-Fi. Unlimited complimentary Wi-Fi is available to customers traveling in suites or first class, business class, PPS Club members, and all KrisFlyer members. Connecting is easy. Simply select the KrisWorld network and the Wi-Fi portal will launch automatically. Enter your details and you're online. Please note that the in-flight Wi-Fi speed and experience may vary from ground networks and can be affected by the number of concurrent users on board. You may encounter intermittent service due to other factors, such as weather conditions, satellite switching, or flying out of coverage areas. Certain countries' regulatory restrictions will disrupt in-flight Wi-Fi services on flights to and from Europe or India. If you're having trouble connecting, try selecting Forget Network and reconnect to KrisWorld. For more details, refer to the in-flight Wi-Fi card in your seat pocket or check out the Singapore Airlines category in the KrisWorld TV section. To avoid unexpected charges, be sure to turn off data roaming on your device. Not a KrisFlyer member? Join now. Visit kw.sq.com to sign up for KrisFlyer membership and gain instant access to Wi-Fi. Stay connected with Singapore Airlines.
Cabin crew to your takeoff station.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
Bapak dan Ibu yang terhormat, pastikan sabuk pengaman Anda terpasang dengan aman. Terima kasih.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now off. For your safety, always keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. When the seatbelt sign is on, toilets should not be used and hot beverage service will be suspended. Infants must be carried out from the bassinets and secured with an infant seatbelt. Connect to in-flight Wi-Fi to access games, entertainment content, and more on the KrisWorld Digital. Find out more from the Wi-Fi card in your seat pocket. In-flight duty-free shopping is available on this flight. To browse our selection of products available in flight, refer to the Chris Shop catalog in the seat pockets or on the Chris World Digital. Enjoy 12% off with minimum spend of $150 or 20% off with minimum spend of $250. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you.
Bapak dan Ibu yang terhormat, lampu tanda sabuk pengaman telah dipadamkan. Demi keselamatan Anda, tetap kenakan sabuk pengaman saat Anda sedang duduk. Terima kasih.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captain. We're coming across some widespread weather. We're trying to avoid it. For your safety, please return to your seat and have your seat belt securely fastened. Cabin crew, continue service with caution, please. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. Thank you.
Cabin crew, suspend all service and return to your seats for the next 20 minutes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain seated and your seatbelt fastened. Toilet should not be used at this time. Cabin services should be suspended until the seatbelt sign is off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain once again. I trust you enjoy this flight. We will be commencing our descent to Singapore shortly, and barring any traffic delay, we're expecting to land at 3:30 local time in Singapore, with no time difference between Bali and Singapore. Weather-wise, expecting partially cloudy sky with a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius or otherwise 88 degrees Fahrenheit. With that, I wish you a pleasant day ahead, and on behalf of my crew, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us on Singapore Airlines today, and we all certainly look forward to have you aboard in the near future. As for the cabin crew, let's prepare the aircraft for arrival, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, before arrival in Singapore, all passengers entering Singapore, including Singapore citizens, must complete the electronic Singapore arrival card with health declaration before proceeding to arrival immigration. Please approach the ground staff for more information. All passengers arriving in or departing Singapore are also required to declare if they are carrying more than 20,000 Singapore dollars or its foreign equivalent in physical currency or by other means such as traveller's check. Travellers are to submit the declaration electronically after submitting the Singapore arrival card or via the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority's website. This flight will be arriving at Singapore Changi Airport Terminal 2. In preparation for arrival, please return to your seat, put your seat back upright and fasten your seat belt. Secure tray table and handset. Please also note where the emergency exits are located. Thank you.
Bapak dan Ibu yang terhormat, silakan kembali ke tempat duduk Anda. Tegakkan sandaran kursi dan kenakan sabuk pengaman. Simpan meja dan handset ke tempat semula. Seluruh perangkat elektronik harus diatur ke fungsi mode pesawat. Seluruh perangkat elektronik berukuran besar seperti laptop saat ini harus disimpan dengan aman. Sesuai dengan peraturan keselamatan, mohon perhatikan letak pintu darurat. Terima kasih.
Cabin crew, secure the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, all electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode. Thank you.
Cabin crew, landing stations, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Singapore. And to all Singaporeans and residents of Singapore, a warm welcome home. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments and remember to take all your belongings with you. It's been our pleasure serving you on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
Bapak dan Ibu yang terhormat, saat ini Anda diperbolehkan untuk menggunakan telepon seluler dan komputer tablet. Namun mohon tetap duduk dan kenakan sabuk pengaman sampai tanda sabuk pengaman dipadamkan. Ketika meninggalkan pesawat, berhati-hatilah saat membuka kompartemen di atas dan pastikan bahwa tidak ada barang Anda yang tertinggal. Jika Anda membutuhkan bantuan di bandara, silakan hubungi petugas darat kami setelah disembarkasi. Kami senang dapat melayani Anda. Terima kasih atas penerbangan Anda bersama Singapore Airlines, anggota dari Star Alliance.
Crew doors to disarm.